Demetra Johnson here for Press Pass LA in Beverly Hills at the inaugural launch of Giving Back for the Future, the joint vision of Gary Catona and Kenny Burrell, with proceeds benefiting the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. Press Pass LA here with the modern-day maestro of voice, Gary Catona. How are you this evening?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us. Now, this is the inaugural launch of Giving Back for the Future. Will you tell our viewers a little bit about it?
Well, this is our first step in going around the world and finding 100 children from 100 United Nations and bring them together and fashion them into a chorus to perform at Peace Day in 2015 at the United Nations in New York.
That's wonderful, and that's something that we're very excited about. And we also know that the proceeds are going to benefit the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. That's
right. That's where the proceeds will be going.
Okay. And what made you decide to start this? What was this? Just a vision that you had one evening, or what was the brainchild of this?
Believe it or not, for me, it was Muhammad Ali. I worked with Muhammad Ali years ago, and he and I would talk about the need to bring peace to the world. And he was an ambassador of peace, and it hatched an idea with me, and I thought maybe someday I'd like to do something for myself to carry out that kind of vision. So it began with Muhammad Ali, if you can believe that.
Wow, that's a driving force. Such a great person too. And what made you team up with Mr. Burrell? Because we all know that Kenny Burrell is also the co-founder of this.
Yeah, you know, Kenny. I mean, we know each other, you know, because we're in the same business, and we both come up with the same idea independently of each other, which is very interesting. He had the same idea independent of me, so we thought we'd join forces and make it happen.
We're here with Alejandro Montesino, recording artist of Vendetta Records. How are you this evening?
I'm excellent. Very excited to be here for this matter. So I'm very blessed.
Tell me, what is your connection with Giving Back for the Future? You're a student of
Gary Catona? Yeah, like last year I had the honor to be a student of Gary Catona, and it was fantastic. I learned a lot of this new technique that he taught me, and I am very happy to be here, support this cause. And what else can I say? It was just something that I would have never imagined how much his technique developed my voice. So.
Yes, and I also know that he's helped mold you into quite the artist. You're very popular in the Latin market, correct?
Yeah. I released my first song, Boom Boom Boom, in Miami and in the Spain and in the Latin market. All my fans love it very much. And currently working on another song that will be released in 2 to 3 weeks, optimistically, and very happy, and trying to cross over to United States also, and you know, putting all the love to my fans and just believing very much in what we're doing, because we have an excellent team, and of course supporting completely this cause today that you can see behind us, you know, Giving Back for the Future, which is something that we should never forget, to support, you know, people that really need our help.
Press Pass LA here with Shoddin Jati. How are you tonight, dear?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, this is the inaugural launch. How are you connected with Giving Back for the Future? Were you a student of Gary's, or how did you get involved?
I got involved because I met Mark and Graham that organized the event, and we became partners for different charity events for the near future, and I got invited.
Perfect. Yeah. And I know that you are quite an accomplished French actress, am I correct?
Yes, my career is starting to begin very well now in the United States. I booked a few roles, so yeah, it's very exciting.
Felipe Voltaggio here, producer and founder of the Life Changes Network. How are you this evening?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here. It's good to see you. You look great.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I can't see her. She's great.
Now tell us, how did you get involved with Giving Back for the Future? What is the connection with you and this charity?
Well, interestingly enough, I've had the pleasure of interviewing one of the producers here, Mark Skelton, on our show, and Gary Catona, and gosh, we haven't interviewed Rob Lewis yet, but he's on the roster. So we feel like we're part of the family. And we are. We're all in this together. for the sake of the children.
That's right. Now tell our viewers about your show.
Well, interesting, Life Changes with Filippo, and so everybody that we've had on talks about their own personal changes, the changes they're out there helping other people make, and the changes they're out there making for the world. All for the better. All for the positive. Not all change is always positive, but we could look for a positive spin, because after all, at the end of the day, if it's just negative and we're not feeling good about it, then we just attract more of the same. So this, for example, is a really positive thing, where we're working all together for children, music, harmony, coexistence. It's a beautiful thing.
Press Pass LA here with the stunning Victoria Summer. How are you doing this evening?
Hello, very well, thank you.
Good. Now, what brings you? How are you tied with Giving Back for the Future? What brings you out to this cause tonight?
Gary Catona is my singing teacher.
Oh.
And my friend for really the last 5 or 6 years.
So you're an actress and a singer.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Now, are you working on any upcoming albums, or how can we listen to your music?
In terms of my music, I'm always singing and writing, but at the moment I'm focusing on movies. I just came out in Transformers 4, I was in Saving Mr. Banks last year. I filmed a World War I movie at the beginning of the year, and I'm just looking at the next project now, so keeping busy.
Perfect, yes, well, stunning lady, and I can tell you're going to do very well in Hollywood. So you just did Transformers 4. Any other recent projects that are coming up that you want to tell our viewers about?
My World War I movie, which I just shot in January, opposite Chris Klein. I play a British nurse who's also a German translator, and it's an action movie. It's really fun. I had a great time on set. I learned how to use World War I guns, and I had a whole training process, and we shot out in the desert, and it was just really fabulous.
Okay. Well, that's a wrap here on the red carpet. We're about to head inside to check out Kenny Burrell and the rest of the artists perform tonight. Giving Back for the Future is so proud to be giving the proceeds to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, and we can't wait for them to perform at the United Nations in New York next year. Thank you so much for joining us.